Hey, what's up, guys? I go by the name of Advocate Fox. We're back at it again. This is the second episode. Today I'm not walking alone. I'm with my nigga King Kaya and my nigga Trez Official. But I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, you can take it.
Hey guys, I'm really happy to be here. My first time on the podcast. I go by the name of King Kaya Wagasilina, but you can call me Beria. That's how they know me on the streets though. Yeah, I'm happy to be here, guys. I'm happy to join the podcast. Let's get it popping.
Yeah. Shout out to you, big dog. Welcome. Welcome.
Yeah.
Sanbonani, Niaz Nani. I'm back again. Welcome to Phat Chats podcast. Second episode. Still going strong. I go by the name of Trez Official. How y'all doing?
Yes, sir. No, man, we're back at it again. Look, we actually premiered the first episode on, I don't remember the date, but it was on a Friday. Was it the 3rd?
If I'm not mistaken,
Yeah,
it was just
this
the past Friday. Yeah.
And so, what I want to ask is, how was the reception from the people? Or perhaps what I can do, let me just tell you the reception that I've received from the people.
What's the word?
First things first, people from my hood, shout out to Tembisa 1632, shout out to Maibuye, Comesha 1685. They were actually so happy to see us on screen. They felt represented, and also I'm glad that you guys have taken it upon yourselves to actually watch the podcast, and that is you supporting us, and we're really grateful for that. And so far I've received positive comments. I haven't received any negative comments whatsoever. Yes, we are bound to receive such, as time goes on. However, so far the reception is positive, and we're looking forward to growing this whole thing with you guys. We cannot do it alone. We are dependent on you in order to grow the movement. Keep on liking, subscribing, watching the podcast, and most importantly, sharing. So yeah, let me hear from you, Trez, man. How was the reception you received from the people?
Man, it's been love, man. It's been love. Obviously, a lot of people also understand the fact that we're still starting, right? So it's not crazy criticism. I've actually been getting constructive criticism, but no one's saying, "Oh, the episode was horrible." You guys, no. It's definitely so. Shout out to everyone who actually made an effort to watch the pod. But you know one thing I'm thinking right now. This is our dude. He can actually give us our first, review right here. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I don't want to lie. I actually liked it. These are my guys. These are my ninjas. I have them on WhatsApp, so I'm like pulling up, and then they dropped a new episode. Let me check it out. Subscribe. So make sure you subscribe, guys.
That's the most important thing. Yeah. Subscribe. Shout out to all the people that have subscribed. We started the channel just a day or two ago, and people showed some love. I mean, it's not hectic yet, but we appreciate you. But you, when you tapped in, what did you think? Bro?
Yeah, guys, I really loved the way you guys, were handling the topics. You were handling the whole thingy. I really wanna be part of that. When I was watching, I was like, these are my guys,
It's
and I wanna tap into that as well. But I really love that, and man, the quality top notch, man.
Shout out to Be Creative Studios. Be Creative Studios, you know what time it is.
Top notch, man. I feel like we can grow over time, because that's how everyone grows. You have to start small to go big. But overall, guys, I'm really impressed, and I'm really happy to be part of the next episode.
Right. Shout out, big dog. So what's up? What's on your mind for this week, my boy?
Guys, let's start with actually March on March. So do you think it was a success or a total failure? Actually, let me hear from you guys first. So we're gonna go in sequence. He'll start, and you'll follow. And then let me know what you think. Was it a success or a total failure? Let me know.
I personally, guys, I don't want to lie. I feel like it was a failure. I don't know because I've heard that they're gonna keep on going, like and every Thursday, doing this thing, but it was a total failure. Like there's still a lot of this people from other countries that are in here illegally, so doing their things, owning shops, you know, going around with no papers, and it's affecting us. It's affecting us. So I don't know. Maybe there's going to be a change on the next one, or as time goes on. But according to what I saw, man, it was not much of a big deal. It happened in a few areas, and it was not much of a big deal. Because if it was huge, I would understand. Like there would be like a shutdown, a serious shutdown, where like you see, okay, everywhere there's movement, there's people protesting, you know, there's people taking these guys out. All they had to do is just close down their shops, and then after that day, they carried on like nothing happened. Normally so.
Which is for me, right? I would beg to differ, because it was supposed to be a peaceful march. That's one thing that we mustn't forget. It was supposed to be a peaceful march.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So I think in terms of the march being peaceful, that much was achieved. And I feel like it didn't get rowdy because also the government prepared properly for it in terms of security, which I just didn't understand. 600 million?
Yeah. That's a lot of
I mean, where the bursaries at? Why don't we have proper bursaries with 600 million? Why do we have potholes in our streets?
Exactly.
Why aren't the robots working? For 600 million?
Exactly.
Government, stop playing us, Ramaphosa. No. But in essence, I mean, listen, what March and March and Pagalum Tagati and Ngizwe were trying to do was trying to raise awareness. And I think most of the time what we do as South Africans is that we let the spirit of Ubuntu abuse us, right? Because it's in each and every country, even in a household, there's no way where you're going to go and be free without paperwork. I'm sorry. And I think also one thing that makes it bad for abanye abantu bangaphandle is the fact that some of the people bangaphandle bane arrogance in fact, like there's just this certain level of arrogance, because when the people that I'm close with that are from outside, bro, they good people, they family people, these are people that we live with, so it's not like it's about mine.
We have friends.
And so we've got friends that are foreign. So yeah, man, it just needs to happen frequently up until government sees the message, because it will get rowdy. Now it's still peaceful, and I'm just glad that's how it went. It went peacefully. But when it gets rowdy, it's definitely gonna get rowdy. So I feel like it's only beginning phases, bro. Let's not even stress about it. The people who actually left or actually took note of what was happening, they know what time it is.
All right, cool. So I'm just gonna tell you like a story, that's personal. So first things first, in terms of my music journey, when I started at 13, but then I started recording music at 15.
Yeah.
So the people who took me in, they were from Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
They bought beats for me. They provided a studio for me to record at, like each and every weekend. And I would go there, record. I managed to record like mixtapes, like my very first few mixtapes,
Yeah.
all of that was sponsored by, people from the outside, and also in 2019, I got to meet like Onana,
Shout out to Nana.
Yeah, I mean, he managed to push me in a sense of, I was very young, and he managed to like provide like music videos for me. They didn't want anything, so.
And now you're an advocate.
Yes, all that I'm trying to say actually is that as Africans, we literally need to be united.
Facts.
However, I do understand the whole reasoning behind the movement. The people whom I'm talking about who provided studio time for me, they were documented because they were engineers.
Yeah.
You know, in South Africa.
Which
You
is
know?
a scarce skill, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And Onana also, I believe, you might correct me if I'm wrong, he came through to South Africa using like is it a study visa, right?
Yeah, they study visa.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember,
a couple of
I remember it was, there was a moment we were just having like a random conversation. He was like tripping because he was like, hey, my guy, I need to go renew my papers, you know, because they're expiring soon, you know, which goes to shows that he actually does respect the laws of the country.
And that's all. And
You
that's
know?
all it needs. That's all that needs to happen.
Exactly, yeah. So that is obviously the reasoning behind the whole movement, right? So what we are basically saying is that yes, repatriation did take place, right? Only maybe I think, okay, I can assume, I don't know the actual numbers, maybe I can assume that 1 million people might have left, you know, 1 million undocumented foreigners might have left, you know, which means that maybe, because they estimated that there's plus minus 27 million undocumented foreigners in the country, you know.
So we left with 26.
With 26 million, you know. So which goes to say, rather, that March and March was it a failure?
You know,
Like
you know,
it's very
we need to-
confusing. It's very
We need to
confusing.
remember why it actually started as well. Remember, guys, we were living like a normal life with them. Everything was nice and cool. But remember now, when it comes to the drug laws and everything, you understand now.
Resources.
Whatever the drugs, your ecstasy, your cake, whatsoever. Who are the people that are bringing this to our country?
Yeah, and
Most of them, most of these drugs, they come in, they'll tell you, I know a Nigerian guy from where. I know this other guy from where. And all of those guys, you see, they are foreigners. They're not from this country. And it's affecting our youth because now our youth, someone would say, no, I'm going to school, I'm going to study, I'm going to Pretoria, I'm going to Joburg to study. And then when they get here, they get introduced to drugs. Then now they fail, go back home, they become...
That's a family
homeless
legacy.
and everything.
Yeah.
You see, so now who actually came with that drug is these people. So if we actually eliminate that drug supplier, you'll be fine. Where are you going to get your supply if we kill the supply?
I beg to differ in that regard, reasoning that people who actually sell the actual drugs, they actually small fish in the ocean, you know. What we need to counter is people who allow the actual drugs to get into the country, you know, which is border management in a way, you know. So who's responsible for border management? You will not be hired at border management if you're not South African.
I hear that.
You know,
But
so those are enablers. An enabler, you know, weighs the same as the people who actually, let me just say, destroy, like, you know, our communities and whatsoever, you know. And also in terms of the laws and policies, best believe me, South Africa has the best laws in the whole world, you know. The only problem that we have in this country is enforcement, you know, and corruption. You know, we don't know how to enforce like these huge, beautiful laws that we have in the country, you know. I would confidently say that South Africa is actually one of the most intellect, you know, country in the whole world. You know?
Yeah. So, I mean, for me, Nane, I feel like if government knew what was happening on the streets, because I feel like government is really out of touch with what's happening on the streets, bro. So if they started seeing the effects of the things that are happening on the streets, maybe that's when. Because you must remember, we live in these bubbles, bro. You move out the hood, now you're in the burbs.
Exactly.
Then now you become a clever black.
Yeah.
So now you're like, oh, but why? So I mean, yeah, no. But our system is definitely like Credo V. Daniels is singing.
What a way to get into that topic, bro. What a way to get into that topic. I feel like, let me take this one before anyone start talking and commenting. Guys, yo, Credo V. Daniels, man, you were coming good, you were coming so nicely, dog. I feel like AI, man. I feel like AI, man, it destroyed the whole game. Yo. You know what?
Jalo. No, Credo V.
You know what? Let me take it.
All right, cool.
You know what, man? My guy was coming good. The music is nice.
Yeah.
We actually loving it. My guy is coming. Oh, there's a Portuguese song. You can actually translate his voice to the Portuguese, which is actually something that I don't like. I feel like it lacks the originality. So that's the thing about AI. You're gonna enhance everything from the vocals to you changing your language. If you're gonna do a Portuguese song, use Portuguese.
Yeah.
Like, don't translate it using AI whatsoever. You understand? The guy was coming good. He's making money. He's getting views, followers, and everything. We're loving the music. We're like, who's this guy? I heard him coming from Pablo. Shout out. More shout Pablo. Coming back from Pablo.
The Night Rider.
Yeah, late night around 2. I'm hearing Jalo Jalo. Jalo Jalo, that song. I cannot even sing it. Now he knows it.
Even he can't sing it. That's the problem. That's the problem.
Sing it. So,
Who are you to sing it if the creator cannot sing it?
so my guy cannot even sing it. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, this guy is good, man. And it sounds like Java and Yana, so I'm like, okay, there's some Java type of vibe, man. Who's this guy, man? And I don't want to lie, guys, man. As much as I respect and love Java, like, he took Java's voice and enhanced it. Made it way much better. I was like, this guy's better than Java. I was like, this guy's getting better than Java. But yeah, I respect Hotman's Java, but I'm like, hey, this one is better. I get into Instagram. They posted a video where this guy is actually launching his album. He's actually performing, I think it's Cellular. Yo, the guy is out of tune. Like,
So he didn't launch anything. He didn't take off.
It was bad. I feel like even the crowd, you see when the crowd is helping you to actually now like sing the song, I feel like you should have let the crowd help him.
Okay, but to be ngathini to be mutual, right? And understand isayik lakhe naye umjika yabo. AI is a tool that is used for to enhance vele music, make things better.
Yes.
Umchita really came up with the perfect formula. But I think what's ruining his reputation right now is performing. I don't think you should perform. Like, you already know that you can't sing. Why? Because now you take it, like you're leaving the people with a sour taste in their mouth. Dog. Do you understand? I mean, I listened to Sedilaka, there's this other one. I even told.
Even the sugar guy didn't do that.
I don't know which one of my boys I ever told. I'm sure that song, it had me in my elements. No, there's this other one where he speaks about death, bro.
The album is dope.
Yeah, because I listened to the whole album because he tells you Kanako. I think it's Kinako, Kanako or Kinako. Yeah. That song there, bro, like it just gives you like like it's like okay, you can feel which I'm going. So this is exactly how I'd feel if I was going. So hey, mina for me numchita man bekufanele eqhubeke ebe artist just for videos. Then actually go out there. There's you go and you practice, bro. Now you've got the money. The money's there. You get the audio, the auto tune mics. So now there's even AI. So those mics can be programmed to precision with the AI. I wonder when I'm performing, I'm still gonna sound like, I sound similar to what I've given the people.
You can even put your AI on the mic.
Young Chola, that's how advanced these things are. So I just think, Credo, if you're listening to us, please stop performing. Make that good. Your music is good, but please stop performing.
Stop performing.
Look,
so my take regarding this whole thing, right? I respect him for creating the music. I mean, the prompt is actually his IP, Without his actual prompt, on the AI that he used, we wouldn't have the music that we have. That I totally respect. But another thing is, he allegedly went to YFM, and lied allegedly, to Musli. Is it Musli? I think it's YFM or Metro FM. I'm not quite sure. And lied to Musli, and he basically said that he wrote the music, recorded, produced the beats, which was a lie. Refrain from doing that if you know for sure that you used AI. Obviously at the moment I'm not quite sure as to whether you used AI or not, but then A-Pool actually did confirm that you used AI because they struck off your music from their platform. So yeah, man, just be honest and tell people that look, if you've used AI, tell people that look, man, I've used AI, and thereafter just act as per what Trez actually did say, a few minutes ago.
You see, thinking like guys, you must do rehearsals. You cannot just go and say,
perform.
Exactly.
Bro.
If we out here right now, I've dropped an album, I've released an album, why don't we take videos while I'm rehearsing, performing to
So you can watch yourself.
I can watch myself and listen to myself in terms of like, am I actually doing the right thing to actually sound like that?
Yeah.
For me to actually go out there and perform to a whole crowd, that's like another headache, man. That was a disaster. I don't want to lie. One word for that performance was a disaster.
And because we're living in a time where people love music, bro. Just please, respect art yakho. Like you say you've been doing this thing, because I think I came across an interview of his, right? And he says he's been doing this thing.
Yeah.
And AI finally gives you a break.
Exactly.
But now you're breaking yourself now. Stop. Please, man.
Yeah,
Credo.
no. He did break himself as much as the system actually does break male figures who are victims of gender-based violence.
Right.
So yeah, there's actually
What happened to you? Talk to us.
Nah, not to me.
This is a safe space, bro.
It's only.
No, there's somebody who told me like a story, which happened recently there at Rubber Ridge Police Station. All right.
When's over there?
So two incidences. Right. There's a guy who used to date this other girl, and the guy actually happened to have left his luggage at the girl's place. He went to the girl's place. Hey, may I please have my luggage? And then the girl happened to be with a guy. So that girl and the guy the girl was with happened to fight the guy who was there to fetch the luggage. So the guy was there to fetch the luggage. It's very powerful. I moored the guy moored the girl.
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them. According to what he said, it was self-defense.
Somebody's getting off tonight.
Yeah. Then the woman went to the police station. Boom, case, threw the guy in sharp. Then there was another guy. So basically, the guy went to the police station because the woman laid hands on the guy. So when the guy got there, what the police said was, look, we understand that the female figure might have done X, Y, and Z to you. However, we are suggesting that you perhaps go talk to her.
Because it's a gent.
Because it's a gent. So they were quick to open up a case because the female reported initially, but when a guy came, it was a matter of, man, you need to just go handle
That's
your
actually
affairs.
pretty crooked, bro. There's something that actually recently also happened
Yeah.
with me. So I get a call at one of the places that we rent out,
Yeah.
The gent was fighting with his woman, right?
Yeah.
And that girl stabbed him, bro. She literally stabbed the dude. And it's crazy. This dude, the whole time I know him, when we were making him sign the lease and everything, good broer, older broer. When I first saw his girl, one of the first things I said, I was like, umsaphi lo muntu, uyaphi lo. But love is blind. I know, homie took her in, they had a baby.
Yeah.
And already, that's why sometimes it's very important to also choose the kind of people that you date and you're gonna impregnate, because genes, man. This guy has healthy babies. He made a baby with this girl, now it's a disabled baby.
Yes, sir.
So now that baby already needs special care.
Special attention, yeah.
This girl drinks. When she drinks, she gets violent. And you can't even, you see, and that's the thing with couples. With couples, you'll go and you'll break it up and tell them, hey, tomorrow sebayatonzana ngetishe manzi la babhizi bayakhulumisana, and now you become the bad person.
Of course.
So I also feel like this GBV thing on men, it looks normal, man. Like even me, when I got there and the girl had stabbed him, my thing was, let me call the ambulance, just make sure this dude gets help. But there was nothing in my mind that said call the police as well.
Yeah. You see?
You know what I mean?
That's the messed up thing, honestly speaking, because you know the same attention that we give when the woman is a victim is the very same attention that we should give when a male figure is actually the victim, honestly speaking.
Got the nathi siyahlekana manje.
Yeah. Don't laugh at you, bro. Like
That's the problem.
when yakshaya, this and that and that.
Okay, you might know.
I feel like it's a disgrace even when you go to the police station and be like, guys, they'll be like, and then like what
And
do
the
you mean?
motor
What do you
the
mean?
powers are against you when it's this card.
Like-
You can't hit.
We understand, Guti, guys. You see, when it comes to like our physique, we are strong compared to women. Like you cannot compare me to a woman. You understand? It's the same as when some other they transition to the other side. On sport, you see the dominated.
Exactly,
Because
bro.
guys, it's not a fair game. It's not a fair game. But there's guys that are humble, guys that don't have hands. They don't have hands. The women speak, they go over the guy, they don't care. Bonanje, they just want peace. You understand? And then these girls start using hands. It's bad, man. You don't know what to do now as a person, as a guy, as a dude. You'll be like, okay, if I'm shy, I'm gonna get arrested. If I go to the police, I'm gonna be a laughing stock. Like guys, we don't know what to do. As men, I feel like the law is against us. I feel like the whole world is against us.
When it comes to GBV, especially.
More especially when it comes to GBV. But then we always come out,
But I want to ask you niggas something. Okay, so if your girl was beating you up, right? How would you break it down to us? And it's not a laughing matter.
Yeah.
It's not a laughing matter. It's just.
Now,
But now,
I think I would tell you like it is, honestly speaking. I wouldn't hide anything or anything like that, or anything of that nature rather. I would just tell you that, look, man, this is the situation. This is what I've done. Reason being that I do not want to retaliate. Should I retaliate, I will find myself in trouble. Because also, one thing you have to remember is that we are seasoned professionals. Should you do anything, that is out of character, you are going to get arrested.
there's other things that get affected.
I mean, even if the conviction is not successful, the fact that your name is there, you won't get opportunities. So I feel like women are actually taking advantage of that fact that you cannot do anything reason being that you have things to lose. So that's why sometimes I would understand why people would say date people who have got something to lose and not people like random people, because people who have got something to lose,
They make better decisions.
chances of them assaulting you or doing anything
They'll
wrong
just do it.
are very slim. With the girls that I've dated who are professionals, I've never seen not even an inch of violence.
Exactly.
But with like general girls, they can't bump.
Guys,
Who must say it? Who must say it?
guys,
You must know me.
I want to tell you from my experience, guys. I know, guys, we love partying, we love going out.
What happened?
Please don't go for these girls that have nothing to lose. Don't go for these girls. Those are the ones bafethu abazokunikinkinga.
I beg it.
Because they don't mind. They don't mind just throwing a bottle at your face because they know if you retaliate, they know what I know. This one, I'm taking him to the cops and I'm gonna tell him hey, you need like 5K. And another thing that I hate, I hate this thing of amahata aspanning and
And the baspana.
Amapoisa, guys, I don't want to lie. Amapoisa, they are working against us. Men, 365. These guys, a girl comes in the morning and say like, no, I got raped and whatsoever. hey, this guy raped me.
And there's no
Don't
thorough
go-
investigation.
Exactly. There's no investigation. There's nothing. They just come straight to you and be like, hey, Baba, give us this much. And what we actually hear is that some of the money they give it to the cops. And then
It's a
when they
split.
they take a portion of the money. They take a portion of the money, give it to the girl. So you see what they're working hand in hand to actually destroy us.
And that's why we're saying the system, law enforcement is an bobaba bomthetho. Let's try and enforce the law. Let's protect all the citizens. The law is meant to protect everybody in the country. So please, man, just let's find people who are passionate to do jobs, because at the end of the day, some of the police manga check available. Bangena ngoba imsebenzi ayikho.
Exactly.
So come on, man. GBV against gents, my ladies, please respect your man. And if it gets abusive, just leave. I think that'll always be the best solution. Violence is not the answer. We know that things tend to get out of hand, but females, keep the same energy that you have for women getting beat up, also when it's a man.
Exactly.
Because
Let's get into the World Cup, though. Let's get into the World Cup.
you wanna touch on the World Cup?
Let's touch on the World Cup.
Plus you're a better. How have these games been treating you?
I'm a sport guy, man. Whenever we talk about football, man, I'm like, Rulani Mukwena. I've studied football. Studied football, guys. Let's get into the World Cup.
But crazy enough, you jam more basketball than you do football.
Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. I gotta use my eye, man. God gave me the eye, so I gotta use it.
Yes,
No,
sir.
the thing is, what I'll tell you, before we touch on the World Cup, I'll just touch on like my story when I was, growing up.
Yeah.
I played soccer, man. I feel like this is another thing that I should tell South Africans. Guys, doesn't mean to play South Africa, you should play Ebola pen. Guys, unless Ebola. Ebola is not your flair. It's skill saying and it's shy. Ebola. It's something that you should respect. When you're in the game, like you need to understand football. What's the purpose? Why are we playing that game? To win, right?
Yeah.
We're not playing to be a losing team. Manje, as Kaizer Chiefs fans, we are suffering. We're getting the backlashes over and over again.
Yeah,
so
sure.
like people must actually stop this thing with, okay, I know football. That's not football, my guy. Football is actually know how to track and pass, move everything. Be good on your foot. I understand that. But as I was telling you about my story, I started playing football. This is not for me. I couldn't defender. Young mega move. Bambi ball. I had to come get it. Young mega la. Engulwini. I couldn't even get the ball. I was marking the ball, and mind you, there were girls, puppies. Like I could feel, but you know what? I'm being humiliated here. Like, you know what? They're ripping off my what's this?
Your aura.
Exactly. Like zero aura. I'm getting diminished. So I was like, you know what? Let me live this thing. Let me try something else.
Right.
Then I had the basketball. I was like, yeah, see here, this is where I belong. Where I belong.
Touching on the World Cup, one thing that I actually wanted to raise is that, look, man, we hosted the 2010 FIFA World Cup, right?
Mm-hmm.
That, I believe was an opportunity for the world to get to see how South Africa is like in terms of development. We do have structures in place that South Africa is not a jungle. Africa in general is not a jungle. However, Americans, still hold the same thought, thinking that Africa is a jungle, which is not the case. Bruh, we are developed, we are civilized, So what could be the issue? Is it the fact that they are perhaps, I don't know, brainwashed, or is it ignorance? Why do they think that we wake up in the morning and go hunt lions? Guys, I can't even spell a dog. So how do you think how will I be able to hunt a lion?
But to chime in on that, ne? To chime in on that.
Yeah.
So, we should stop caring what Americans think. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Because you see, what most countries that are successful, they focus on themselves and they know what kind of relationships that they have with other countries.
Yeah.
Americans use us for resources.
Yeah.
That's what we are. So there's no way Gucci, they think we live in a jungle. If they know Gucci, they extracting things from here. Some of the I think it's one of these car brands gets some of their cars manufactured here. Coca-Cola's got one of its biggest plants in South Africa, if I'm not mistaken. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
But
Need a fact check.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But into any show, I mean, Nigeria, we should not even care what Americans think. We hosted the 2010 World Cup. Those people don't even know that they're hosting their own World Cup right now, bro.
That they only
Like-
got interested once America won, if I'm not mistaken.
Dog, we were able to host the 2010 World Cup as a country. We didn't need anyone else.
Of course. And we used our
And the
own-
boy, and now they're using what? They're using 3 different countries to make one World Cup. That's Canada, Mexico,
USA.
and America. So we should stop giving a fuck about Americans. They can miss me, bro.
Yeah.
They can really miss me, bro. But you know one thing that I found dope, just to switch up a bit, it was the Durban July outfits.
Now I just want to give props to what's that girl's name? Is it Anil? She had like it's not even brownish actually. Dress which had like a unicorn, icon somewhere. I don't know if it's on the right or left. I know she killed me. Like literally, Jessica Mkosi, I saw your outfit, it was dope also. Tira, DJ Tira, his outfit wasn't the best, but it screamed, I have money. Yeah, like it was one of those things that was one of those things which were like outstanding. It was a matter of, okay, I see your outfits, but then mine is better because it's more expensive. The curtain that was used is way too different from yours, this and that and that. I can't go through all of that.
Don't you think I'm ready for Durban July?
Yeah, however, I'm giving props to you, 2027 Durban July, we should, guys, invite us. We will show you.
Yeah, as long
you know what I'm saying?
as long as the marquee has cognac.
And April juice,
No, but you know whose outfit I found fire? It's the proof that I was showing you. Sims Ngema and Chino. He's got this other tricky surname, but he killed it. I think the Peru was a presenter. He was wearing some of the red Mexicana looking thing. Him and his baby really complimented each other. That's one outfit that stuck out to me, but I wasn't really going crazy about the outfits. But people were looking good, man. Some people just go crazy with it, But also, shout out to the Durban July. I'm seeing a lot of influencers out there doing their thing. So shout out to them supporting the culture in that way. But yeah, man, I hope it was really a dope one. Have you actually been to a Durban July?
No, not really. Hence I'm saying that they should invite us 2027.
I've been to one. You don't need to be invited.
Okay.
I've been to
Just
one.
need to pay.
I don't know.
It's my boy.
I'm not fancy and stuff like that. That's all on my brother. Shout out to my late brother, Kenneth Goose.
Yeah. Shout out, Mr. Coach.
So
Rest easy.
Keep on resting easy. My nigga actually put me on, bought me a suit, a nice suit,
Don't say you clean up nicely with the suit.
Man, I do, man. When I'm in the mood, So yeah, we went to Durban July. Man, it's one of the greatest experience of my life that I can actually be like, you know what? That moment was one of the best moments of my life. From the vibe, the energy, the fashion, it has to be top of the list because it's more like our Met Gala. It's more like our Met Gala. And I don't want to lie, man. That was very, very amazing.
Okay.
It was amazing. experience.
There's something I also want to ask you.
Yeah.
So, I think Durban July is about there are horse races.
Yeah.
How many people actually know what's happening in the races, betting on the races?
I think it's a few people. Honestly,
It's only
South Africans. Yeah, South Africans. Honestly, they so invested in having a good time. We literally are a happy country. I don't wanna lie.
So,
we are a dance country.
are you trying to tell me the white folk is out there just they there celebrating the aura and everything, but they still making money off the horses while we just have a good time?
Of course, yeah. We're literally so invested in having like a good time as compared to actually benefiting from the actual event. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with betting. You know, you just have to do it like responsibly. So
True.
You know, and there you literally bet like in real time. If you bet and win 100,000, they take out 100,000 and give it to you. Like there and there.
That's why we need a sponsor. What's up? Talk to us.
So yeah, I mean, another thing is actually, what is it that I wanted to touch on?
I think
just
you know
what you have in mind. I'll remember soon.
There's something that you were concerned about. I think because you recently got back into your corporate mode, right?
Yeah.
And you were telling me about that stress. Yeah, I think there was contract.
Oh yes.
You mentioned something about contract and the employee. I saw the thing, but I just need better context on it. So we see there was a lady that passed away because of his stress. Contract, leave. I've heard that, but maybe you would have better context on it. What was up with that?
Yeah, the background story is that so the lady wasn't feeling well at some point, and allegedly, contract allegedly rather, let me just say the hair managers, you know, allegedly refused her leave, and they threatened to fire. You know, all of this is alleged. You know, they threatened to fire, you know, if she doesn't pitch up for work, you know. And as a result of those threats, she actually did pitch up for work and ended up going to the bathroom at some point in time because, you know, whatever it is that she was feeling got severe, you know. And she unfortunately passed on in the bathroom. You know, which goes to say that actually, like I've said previously, South African laws are top tier. You know, they entitle you to things like a sick leave. You don't have to ask your manager, by the way, for a sick leave. You just have to tell your manager that, hey, I'm not feeling well. Then provide proof that you're not feeling well.
And
sorry.
Let
me finish. You know, so she unfortunately passed on, and Cartrack is allegedly not taking any blame for that, which goes to show how messed up the corporate culture is. You know, I feel like they literally don't care about the human being. You know, they care about what you have to offer to them. And also, I feel like corporate is actually feels like they're doing rather people a favor by hiring them. Because at the end of the day, you are hiring me for my services in exchange of the salary that you're giving me at the end of the month. Don't ever think that you're doing me a favor by hiring me. You know, I equip myself with the necessary skills in order for you to hire me. You know, and so those skills that I have should become a commodity, and I should, you know, exercise my rights, you know, as entitled by the Basic Conditions of Employment Act and also the Labor Relations Act. You know, don't ever come here and threaten me and be like this and that. So people, all that I'm going to say about that situation, please equip yourself with the necessary knowledge in terms of like your rights as it relates to labor-related matters. You know, take some time and go through the Basic Conditions of Employment Act. Take some time and go through the Labor Relations Act. Take some time and go through all other applicable, legislation per se. You know, take some time. You know, consult like, you know, precedents that has been set, this and that and that and that and that, because we cannot afford to have such things, you know, affecting us. You know, how many years after democracy? You know, people must know their rights. Contract, do better.
Contract SA.
Yeah.
Please take accountability. Let me actually bring you into a scenario that I was in when I think I was still working retail, bro.
Yeah.
I worked for TFG. I was in the jewelry division. My boy, it was so toxic, and Also, you know one thing about the corporates or what they do? They hire people that make life a misery. The salary is already bad, but then there's just this one person that is there. So I can understand why that lady actually ended up going to the bathroom, because these people, they make into ingane, like, ukuthi uyagula. Now it's an issue. It's like, yes, there's people that will take advantage of days off and whatever, leave days, but
But if you cannot predict that, it's like you guys are actually telling me when to be sick. I cannot be sick on a Monday. Why?
Exactly.
Because you're having this mindset of saying,
When are you?
no, like, you need to understand one thing. No, you need to understand one thing. I'm entitled to those days.
Yeah.
I have those days.
Yeah.
I need to use them. And it's more like when the HR is calling me and saying, you've been misusing your days. People are misusing my days. What if I'm not feeling well? What are you saying about me being sick?
But for me, to be fair, right? There's people. You must remember also, a company is a productive place. We're here to make money. We're here to keep productivity running. What I wanted, I just wanted to give you a background story of when I worked for ETFG. There was this one time, bro, and this is just one scenario. Besides the fact that that lady used to make our lives hell, bro. So our company, as TFG, gives us 2,000 Rand vouchers.
Yeah.
I think it was 2,000 Rand vouchers. They're like, niggas, go buy yourself some uniform. Because you already know, if you're working in retail, you're probably not really getting that much money. So
Of course, yeah.
we are balanced. So okay, the company gives us 2,000 Rand vouchers. How? Our manager takes them to maternity leave. Dog, the company sends an email like, all of you guys have been given 2,000 Rand to go and buy yourselves uniform. Our manager decides to take that thing to maternity leave.
Also.
So that she can set it as if it's like a privilege. But we already know that those things were issued to us, which leads it back to saying, bro, people, a lot of managers in these corporate spaces, in these other places of work, they don't manage the business. They try by all means to manage the people.
Exactly.
And if you're not managing it, dog, trust you me, if I'm doing something wrong, if I'm doing something wrong at work, there's already guidelines as to how you deal with me. But if you make it personal, then you end up creating this toxic work atmosphere that is unnecessary. And that's what we are going through as people. Some people have never, I grew up with a mom that loves me, bro. Shout out to my Jim. I grew up with a mom that loves me. So I don't really need to be loved by anyone else. I get to work, I do my thing. But some people just love power. They just want to make other people's life a misery. They forget that people are here to make ends meet. And yes, they are bad people, bro. But please, the corporate space, people are already getting paid peanuts in this economy. The least you can do is make a proper work environment. So that was a very sad case. Like when I heard about that, bro, I was shattered, and it just gave me that trauma, bro, because managers can break rules, and you would keep quiet about it, and you're not supposed to. You must remember, as an employee, if my manager is doing wrong, I'm scared, I'm intimidated to say when I do wrong,
make your life a living hell if you speak out.
And while we actually talking about any payments, man, let's talk about, guys, please, man, let's try to actually, be savvy when it comes to money. Like, guys, these banks don't care. They don't care.
Of course.
They don't care about us. So try to be like, savvy with your money. Like, they don't care about your street cred, what's going on. Like, so please, guys, like, let's try.
Street cred never paid rent.
Exactly. It doesn't. So I see guys going to clubs, popping bottles and all that. But now comes Monday and niggas calling me, can you lend me like $500? I'm like, nigga, you've been popping bottles with girls, like now you're broke.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Like, I feel like we need to manage our funds better as black people. I even see, I think it was Saturday. Remember, this is month end week, right? Yeah, month end
25th.
Week. Thank you.
Wow.
To see that there's people that are not even like used to being and that VVIP section
Yeah.
is very packed. Even guys are like, yeah, I'm always with you on general. What are you doing here? I'll see that guy hanging by the corner there. I'm like, hey, my guy. So today you got paid, so you decided to go to VVIP. First thing first.
It's validation.
Yeah, first thing first, Pablo. And Pablo, they don't take your normal bottles and the VVIP. They start with the VVSOP. It's what VSOP.
VSOP.
So it's a VSOP. So they're taking those ones. So if you can't get a VSOP, then you cannot chill over there. So guys are actually, spending their last cent.
That's why I'm telling you all niggas.
Using to look after yourself and then using it for what? To just chow the girls, just show the girls good you have money. Gosh, man.
Yeah.
But it could be them wiping off their poverty tears in a way. You should also try to look at it from that perspective.
We've been wiping off our poverty.
Because a lot of people who ball actually, they grew up really poor, and so once they get like a taste of money, they actually want to enjoy themselves to the fullest, and they end up making bad financial decisions, which is something that they shouldn't be doing. Yes, I totally agree with you. It's something that you shouldn't be doing, because at the end of the day, in order for you to uplift yourself financially, you do have to consult the banks at some point. You do have to go to them, and they have to give you like a loan to start your business, a loan to build X, Y, Z, this and that and that. And taking a loan doesn't necessarily mean that you are taking like a poor financial decision sometimes. I mean, even the richest man, what you want to make, even the richest man in the whole world, Elon Musk, is not afraid to go to the bank and be like, yo, look, I need 50 billion, I want to buy X.
I'll take a loan.
For example, you will go and take that 50 billion and buy X, then use, his stocks from various companies to pay back the loan, this and that and that. And that.
Yeah.
So that's the mentality which I feel like a lot of people should actually tap into. Instead of us going out there, balling, this and that and that and that and that, and also being influenced by girls. Honestly speaking, girls, let me tell you something about them. If you buy a girl, let me just say, 6 champagne bottles today, and then obviously you do whatever, you dance with them, and that's it for the night.
Which dancing?
Yeah? Dancing as in like dancing and enjoying yourself in the club.
Yeah, we don't know, man.
Yeah, come next weekend on to the next better dude. Because sometimes they know that you cannot sustain that particular lifestyle.
That.
Yeah, exactly. You cannot maintain that particular lifestyle that you have, showcased. And they on to the next. Don't ever think that you are impressing people. Nobody cares. Prioritize yourself.
Yeah, man. Listen, I'm a bank or I think most rich people in the world always say to you, know how to leverage what you have. So banks know that you're gonna pay them back as long as your credit score is good. Sometimes you have assets that you can actually leverage to get to where you're going and so on. But at the end of the day, us as black people, it's the same as as black people, we never really want to find out what banks have to offer. So now the only thing that we know is having the app, but you never look into a savings. Like, it's okay, I can get this account that can accumulate interest, because compared to fun in a nightclub, it's only for now. Yeah. We can have fun now in the nightclub, but that's going to be short-lived, especially if you're not bringing anything in. So, Buffet too.
Don't be trying to compete with these tender guys. You see these tender guys out there now, they're busy with Umadanga. They're competing with those. You can't compete with those guys, man. We can't. Like, I'm speaking for myself.
And that's why I'm telling you.
I don't want to lie. Those guys, they do the most. They bring bottles like nobody's business. And my sisters, my lovely sisters, I'm not saying anything bad about you, but y'all know yourselves. You love the
nigga, what is
you
this?
love the paper.
Is this a buff and shine?
Hey, come on, man. You're gonna look fresh all the time.
One thing that I feel like we need to touch on the next episode, right? Is bottle service at funerals.
Yeah, well,
You
no.
lie.
I don't
I'm
even.
telling you. Oh,
There's
no.
that.
Nah, bro, I was with you there in Pumalanga. Remember there was bottle service?
Oh yeah, no. Remember that was
The politician.
a politician.
Yeah, don't mention him.
No. Never.
Yeah, no, but besides that, man, with prominent people, in most cases, there's bottle service at funerals.
Imagine.
I'm like, what?
No.
Let's touch on that on the next episode, please.
But okay, Chance, when it comes to advising people, Buffett, please acquire information about how we can make money.
Exactly.
There's so much money out there that can be made. And as a black nation, we're so focused on isn't this wrong? And then when people come and they take these things that we look down on or we don't take seriously, then we have more complaints because we had spazas, dog.
Yeah.
Young Chon,
Everything.
but we didn't make proper financial decisions
failed.
to grow the business.
They failed.
Now you look at Amakula figure ngama 1400 elokishini bebahamba kasithukazi baphethe ingoma, but that's just good.
To correct you, they are not Amakula discriminating them. I'm saying.
Ngendaba mina ngingcwele. Hayi mina ngingcwele.
Yeah, guys. Look.
Friends.
Thank you so much for tuning in. I think we've run out of time. We'll see you guys on the subsequent episode. And please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Yeah, I'm going to pass it on to my hosts, my co-hosts and hosts, you know. And yeah, thank you so much. We'll see you all some other time.
On my side, guys, I want to leave you with an advice. Please. And this club, don't try to be the big boss. Lay low. Know your budget, man. You can go out without spending a lot of money. You can go out without being the life of the main character of that club whatsoever. So please spend according to your budget, my guy.
And
what you
yeah.
have.
And emphasizing also on our disclaimer, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes. Please.
Exactly. When you go out there, and by the way, you know it's your boy Beria. I'm gonna pass it to our co-host.
Yeah, boy. Guys, thank you for tuning in one more time. You know what to do. Comment, like, subscribe, positive criticism. We appreciate you guys. Shout out to Be Creative Studios all the time, the whole time. And yes, I go by Trez Official, Umanchingo Makalela Kasenjeng Gonyama, Shabangani Limshope.
And shout out to Eye of Beauty also, you know.
We.
Shout out to Eye of Beauty also. Aware.
Shout out once again.